it's a quick turnaround. We got HLE versus T1 already. So, I mean, from what we watched with HLE, yeah, there's just various players making mistakes, whether it's Zeus, Zeka. Viper's been phenomenal. I mean, in the end of the day, I haven't really had any issues outside of like one or two things I could recall in the best of 5 series from Viper. Peanut, yeah, I mean, that's just how he is. Delight, there was a few things, to be honest. Was it him playing Renata? Like, left a lot to be desired? On T1 side, I have not watched any of their games going through the gauntlet, so this will be new. But we see Yone is still banned. We see Poppy banned for Peanut, which, to be honest, I do get that. Like, Peanut actually is a very good Poppy, so it makes sense. We see some power bans like Azir, Rumble, Pantheon. We have Gwen up. We have Kalista, Varus, but you wouldn't prioritize Kalista knowing so many picks are up. So there's Gwen. My Gwen is the big one. Talia. So there's Ahri, Gwen. Ooh, are they gonna pick Vi? Do they not want to pick Vi because they see Talia removed? Where does their priority lay? So they are gonna take it. For me, personally, I know Vi's a good pick, but I don't think Vi, especially when Xin Zhao is up, which is like a perfectly fine trade, or you could play Nefiri. I'd rather just pull the Ahri. Of course, if you pull Ahri, there's Victor on the table to play into her, which I don't know if you like that or not. But honestly, I'd probably just go with the Gwen. Like the Gwen one pick just seems the most like there's not really a lot of issues with Gwen. Yeah, they take Gwen, and so now they can decide. Okay, do we want to take? If we pick Kalista, then Vi's is gonna latch onto her. We could do like an Ezreal type comp, you know, later on. The Zai Rakan, we could literally just pick Rakan too if we wanted to. They could do. I mean, they could just take the Xin or like Nefiri or something, right? They could just take their AD jungler. They could take Ahri. It's a little weird to just take Ahri, but they could take Ahri. Oh, Nico's up. Kind of forgot about that, champ. I forgot that Nico's up. Because there's so many things up. There's so many things that like I'm interested in taking. So they're gonna go Ahri. Jace. And so there's the Victor. Ooh. I said, ooh, I was like, there's the Victor, but then also you're taking Victor. It looks pretty weird. With Nico, they could have played Varus. They could play Kalista. They could have played like almost anything, honestly. Like they could have picked any AD. But the thing is, by taking Kalista at the 3, they can do bans. So what are like the most annoying things they could handle? I mean, they could just ban Varus as like just a matching AD into Kalista. Jhin, yeah. So there's Varus. I wonder if they would ban Jhin. Because like, what else are you really worried about? Like Ezreal Karma, Zai Rakan. Maybe they ban Rakan. Yeah, you'd ban Rakan. 100%. Nocturne. Yeah, okay, I can see that because of the Nico. Ooh, they ban Zaya. Okay, I mean, personally, kind of like banning Rakan more. I feel like Rakan is just like, especially with their picks, would be way better. And so like Ezreal Rakan is like going through my head. Jhin Rakan, you know, like something like this. They're gonna go with the Wukong. So they're gonna go with teamfight capabilities instead of like all-in DPS, which means they're probably going something like a Victor still. And since you're going something like Victor, yeah, Wukong is probably better. And so for you, for the dual lane, yeah, I mean, I'm probably just doing some kind of X Rakan, honestly. Rel? You're gonna pick Rel? I don't like that at all. Like they have some champions who just kind of make Rel not good. And then they're gonna slam a Silas at the end. Interesting. That's very interesting. It's not MF's favorite game. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she can still play range, but it's definitely MF's not favorite game. We'll see how it goes. I definitely like T1's comp more though. Like I said, I feel like I mean, the thing is, if they took Gwen, they would pick Vi, Ahri, maybe. But again, do I really care about that? Is that just like unplayable? I guess like they probably could get a pick guarantee every single time.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how Faker plays themselves, because that is one of the cruxes of this draft, and he has been struggling in some of these melee range matchups where he is melee, and we'll see if he can deal with that in this early lane phase and how he looks in the first few skirmishes, as this is going to obviously be a high impact champion in this draft. Not the Giga Silas hijack angle draft here for like Crystal's Goldness, but the Ariel's meant to get close. Yeah, they both actually have Vi. Yes, also. Zayas is going for the face rush here, which I think particularly into Gwen is looking for the short rest, which actually works quite nice. We have seen Gwen's early game be somewhat mitigated. I think Cross still goes a long way, as we can see here, but this top lane matchup, I think once a couple of us comes in,
he traded really heavy in the beginning. Nice. They're both pathing down. They both know they're pathing down based on the wards. That's now Zayas just has to get as much done as he can on this wave. Yeah, I mean, it's expected. It's not easy in the beginning. Vi gave up on the bot crab, so she went top. Wait, what?
Zayas has already picked up stops the back as well.
In this scuttle, it is a trade of the two of those between these junglers. Oh my goodness, Chomp connects and Faker! He has to flash!
Also, mid is not easy. In the beginning, it's not easy. Eventually, Silence will take over, but in the beginning, it's not easy. It's a nice base cancel. So they swap. And they're basically swapping not for... Obviously, the Calista lane is doing fine. The swap is for the Gwen. And it's because Jace did an extra wave. So, like, if you notice this, like, when the Calista is basing, like, do they know the Calista is basing? They crashed it, they're not harassing them under turret, the crab is gone. There's a chance they could base. And Jace doing an extra wave, like, yeah, he might deny it, but he's late to bot. He's gonna TP. Okay, so be it, but it helps the Gwen a little bit, just not, you know, he's chilling. He's gonna have to flash. He'll flash. But that was really good by Doran. I mean, I think Doran went in when he was 5, right? Yeah, he did.
Doran goes into the circle. Shock Blast goes wide though, as now Doran looking to try and put on the pressure.
Oh, that was well played. But yeah, so Doran, you know, the one thing that Zayas has to be wary of is like he has boots and he's cloth armor. Obviously he's going tabbies because he needs that to survive in lane. For Zayas, you just have to play a little safe. Like once you get your item, because this guy's investing in tier 2 boots, you're gonna hit your first item like first. And once you do, you win. Like you definitively win. But until then, like play econ, play for small trades, don't go all in, and don't risk it. Like unless like it's very clear, you know, like a very clear win, don't risk it. But he did, and Doran got a nice little trade back. He's gonna get his flash. The Wukong's pathing down. Jace has no TP. There's a like the Gwen will definitely get an advantage over this. There you go. So look, also it means the Vi can't really do the dragon, which is a big upside. So the Gwen is building the wave, the Wukong goes through mid. And the Gwen is taking a base. I guess because they can't fight both. Yeah, his conditions are not good enough. So he unfortunately, could he not have burdened this wave? It's kind of annoying because they're not showing like the mana pool. Oh, he has like no mana. I wonder if he can just freeze it then. Because that's like the best hope he has in the situation. Instead, the Jace can technically freeze it, but he can't because the Vi wants to do the drag. Yeah. I mean, like, there was no firm priority. Also, the big tell was that Nico started shifting down, so this guy assumes that, like, something's happening, you know? And he lost it. So Peanut once again lost another smite fight. Like, he's been losing a lot. And that's really important because the Wukongs will hit level 6 first. Now, they probably both will hit level 6 when they actually fight, so it's not going to be nearly, like, as important of a, like, advantage. It's been a long pause. Oh, was that them saying they're ready? Yeah, it was. Yeah, they'll both be level 6, 100%. The drag was too late for the early 6.
Support is even close as there we go.
Yeah, we are flashing.
That was good. That was smart of him. But at the same time, they used RER, so because they committed RER for the quick pick, they have to give up the grubs. So they're gonna lose the grubs in this, but he is gonna take some bot camps. Gwen could straight shoot into the jungle, which it looks like she will, so he's only gonna lose the blue, which is not really that bad. I mean, 3 grubs versus the blue, like, you'll take it. Faker knows this guy just took it, and he's on mid. So Faker should not go in. He should not go in. He goes in.
Even as we can see, is now Zeka moving forward. Peanut's here though. He's even got cease and desist. It's going to be used by Faker as he hijacks it away, and there it is, returned.
I mean, that was just kind of stupid. In the end, it was kind of dumb.
And the crazy thing about that play is it felt like not that they really had a kill. It was just, do I have to use my ultimate?
These guys swapped the duo top or bot. But the support was too late because he was still top, so it wasn't really that much of an advantage. Alright, we'll just TP back mid. Faker has the base, so Ari's gonna have a timer. This guy could hold the wave top and Ari could just straight shoot top. But there's Dragon coming up, so she's not gonna do that. She could have moved in more with Vi, to be honest. If you look at the situation. But why is Rel so late? Where's Rel? So Rel gets these wards. It really sucks that Rel leaves on this situation. I mean, I get it in the end because, like, she's moving.
Are really going to get a ton of value out of these.
This kind of sucks. Honestly, I think for Delight, he needs to just be patient with his wards. Because once this happens, you know your mid's going to be back first, and he's going to get 1 timer. On that timer, I want to use that to straight shoot into here using mid move. And if the Sylas stays, who gives a shit? Like, you're going to win. So I really highly prefer him not doing what he's doing. As for Owner...
Zeka moving forward. Peanuts here though, returned in kind.
Onus is trying to farm for his try.
You know, and he's very rare.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I really like this by Rel, because if Rel was on the map on this timer, like I said, she could be moving with mid into this area to get better wards. Now they're joining, but it's like, yeah, I mean, what am I missing? What is Peanut doing? Because to me, like, now that the Sylas is back, like, this is just pretty much an even fight. Like, this isn't... like some phenomenal fight. And your Rel does not have flash, by the way. So your Rel can't reach this. And you didn't take any control of this bush. So it's like, well, if we walk this way, they could just be here and fuck us. And the Sylas will come from behind. Like, it's bad. It's not good. It's just not good. And so he has to flash away, and now he's just dead. And it's just like, what are we doing? I actually genuinely have no idea what they're doing. Or what Peanut's doing in that case. Because you already missed your timer. What's up in a minute and a half? I definitely want to keep fighting if I'm T1. Like, I definitely want to fight for Herald. If you're HLE, the Wukong takes this and you see him moving towards top. So because you saw him moving this way, you enter into the bot side just to check. The Rel gets vision. Okay, it's clear. They already cleared their camps, so they're kind of just like looking to fish for this. They see Nico, they're like, okay, call the play off. At the same time, by the way, Kalista does not see anything. Like, literally, this is all black, and he's just playing forward while his support is bot. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Guma is definitely, like, hard in team here. Like, he should be very happy he's alive. And what is Keria doing then? Because he got brief vision on top side. The wave to be played on is bot side because Sylas is first to it, and his AD's on base, so the most obvious thing to do is to get bot vision versus top vision. But he gets top vision so the Gwen can play on her own. Then he needs to go bot to cover, which means Kalista needs to forfeit this wave, and then forfeit the next wave, because this is completely fake. Did they see the move? Ever?
I
mean, they know Rel's on the bot side. But they don't know where Rel is. And they don't know where Vi is. Vi could just be on mid wave now with Rel. And it's even worse. So yeah, this guy's hard griefing. This is just like a full-on flip and just like not giving a shit. Like, I don't know if the idea is that, oh, well, you know, they might be diving bots. So like, that's probably where they're going. But again, that's just a flip. Like, he should just play even in neutral and that's it. That's really bad. And luckily enough, he actually finishes the wave because they decided to do the blue versus playing on mid. So instead of killing... Oh, they didn't even play on blue.
But does have Delight over there. And Peanut once again back to that dangerous location. It did give him some trouble before, as Oldia Gumiushi could be in trouble, as once again cease and desist comes down. He does have flash, so he's going to use it. Bullet time coming on in as the Cyclone there from Ona defending his AD carry. The flash not quite working, but now Doran throwing some needlework towards Peanut, who wants to get himself away and does Vault Breaker out. Charm will connect as now Doran could be in a bit of trouble. Fighting off opposite bullets. Gumiushi could be in
well
trouble.
played by Gwen though.
Delight over there. And once again back to that dangerous
if you look at this, Gwen actually gets the wave over the Ahri. Actually, no, the Ahri actually backs off because she's thinking about TPing herself as... Oh, she doesn't even have TP. So why don't she back off? I actually have no idea. I think maybe he thought he was going to get dove because no one's showing. So he was like leaning to see if anyone was going to show up. And for Viper... Yeah, I mean, Viper thought they could keep fighting, but Viper's not paying attention to the TP. If he was, he would have just left. So, he kind of just dies. That's really bad. Because not only did they use 3 key ultis, I mean, don't get me wrong, they used some ultis by T1 as well, plus a TP. But, yeah, no MFR, no Byr. It's pretty rough.
He's on the minds of HLE.
Liguen's on the flank.
Level 11 now as
Oh my fucking god.
There's the Make It Rain coming on down once. Increasing the damage as the Rift Herald is on the minds of HLE. Level 11 now as
wow, that was a lot of fucking damage. Actually, what the hell? Everyone has flashes besides Callista and Silas and Wukong and Gwen. Honestly, because T1 didn't prioritize fighting this when some of these ultis were down, which they could have because they could have just leaned on their dual lanes like ulti advantage. And even ult fight where you're down flashes, this is a little spooky. Like they gotta be really careful on this because it's very easy for them to just like get outplayed from a flash disadvantage.
Taking a bit of damage as the Rift Herald is on the minds of HLE. Level 11.
Like once he gets hit by this, it's pretty screwed. He tried to guess it. They tried to go all in.
And look at this, they're just in the blender this time.
No one can reach this guy. And Peanut made the same mistake again, which is really unfortunate because I think Hex Flash, start, get the Wukong W, it's already winning. At this point, he could R the Gwen, to be honest. And they could just look to kill her. Like, that easily could happen here at this point. Because the Gwen is in an annoying position. And Zeus and Viper on the south side. And again, they have flashes. So, like, Guma doing this play with Nico probably doesn't do much.
Look at this, they're just in the blender.
That was because look at Doran now. So like one, here's 2 carries, right? And we'll split it this way. Like you have 2 people here, you had 3 people here, right? They had 1 person here, and then they have basically a 4 squad. So right now, at this point, they had a good man advantage to play into the Gwen when this was the play. And then they had 2 people here, and yeah, like, they have to figure out how to split their guys up because, like, they need to rush people here, and then they also want to rush people here. So it turns into, like, a kind of a nice skirmish situation, right? But when they do it this way, now this guy wants to go to him, so now you have a 2v3, a 1v2, and a 1v1. And actually, should I say this is a 2v1, so it looks a little bit cleaner, right? That is not good. That's not good, especially when you consider that this being Nico, she's just going to buy time. It's just the support. So the support's going to hold off 2 main carries. And you're trying to kill this guy this way? It's pretty bad. Let's see how it plays out.
Making something happen as Doran gets into the backside.
Yeah, if you notice, the Nico literally delayed all of them.
Now the bullet time's gonna need to save them. Gwen is immune, ladies and gentlemen. That's allowing Doran to.
And honestly, I think the Gwen fucked it up because I think the Gwen should just be hitting the RA the whole time. Yeah, I think the Gwen should just be hitting the RA the whole time. But whatever, he didn't. Whatever so be it. But shit, that was. Damn it, Peanut. That's 2 times, man. That's 2 times you made the same stupid mistake.
From everyone, Zeka going to make his way over. Let's see.
And we'll see how this drag fight goes, because now T1 has flashes up. Vi has no flash, which makes her like a really dead champion. Like, she needs to be super careful to not just go in whenever. They're also first on the drag, which already makes this fight like pretty awkward. And personally, the Jace is not even getting poked down in the first place. I'm not doing this fight. Like, they can have the drag. I know it's third drag, but like, I don't know if I really care to fight this as HLE.
Yeah, teleport's coming through from everyone. Zeka.
Jace should not join the team. Jace needs to play on flank. Like, if the Ahri is not going to be on flank, the Jace needs to be on flank. And once he's here, like, the Sylas is going to try to go onto him. So be it. Jace does a ton of damage. Like, he'll just fight it out, right?
Going to make his way over. Let's see.
So you got Nico, who's doing a great job, because Nico is up here. So, like, again, if they go out in here, she goes in here. And she has Kalista pole, so she's always safe. Always safe from anything. That's rough. Again, the Vi cannot literally go in. The Rel has to go in, but the Rel has no spine. So, and does he actually, or sorry, not spine, flash? Did he have flash? No, he doesn't have flash. So it doesn't really matter. We'll see if it plays out the way I think it plays out, but yeah, like, this should not be a good fight for HLE. Goes in. Ooh, maybe I'm wrong. Shit, they play a lot better than I thought.
They do lose 2. They have 3 left, still alive. Shattering Strike not doing too much as Doran and Guma able to take down the Rel. And now it's even footing. Faker trying to find it, the dash cannon getting him into this fight is now Viper in trouble. The Chains land! And they try and keep him alive, but it does not work. Zeus try.
That turned out better for T1 than I expected. It turned out better for HLE than I expected. And why is that?
Let's see whether this soul.
I mean, the Wukong can react W this, by the way. Like, it's literally coming right at him. He has flash as well. He should never in any world ever get caught by this. Just say, like... That's all I'm saying. Personally, I don't think that should ever happen. Also, the Kalista should literally pump into... Oh, but the Kalista can't because... Ahri went over, right? Oh, it's Zeus, actually. Hmm.
Finding so much damage. There's the steal. It's Zeus that takes it down, and the Pop Blossom make his way over. Let's see whether this soul point can be denied. Hex gates.
I wonder if it's best for Kalista to just start blasting the MF and creating a fight above.
Coming on, going to make his way over.
And I wonder if the Nico's fucked this up. No, the Nico needed help to get out of there. 100%. 100%. And they fight into this squad down here, but honestly, they might have had a better chance if they fought above. Looking at this. Like, obviously, like I said, this guy should never get caught, ever. But if you look at, if like Guma goes this way, same with Doran, with a Nico pole, and you swipe this guy, because at this point, this guy's dead. I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you. This guy's like super fucking dead. If you go up and kill this guy, and the Jace follows, he can't follow. Like, it's just not possible. That might be better than how it played out. But unfortunately for HLE, they overchased, and they did not anticipate some of the damage. And then Ahri, Sylas chase. Now they seem to recover the sides. Wukong needs to clear some camps. Okay, I really don't care for doing that. Like, no offense, but like, When Wukong runs up here, I think this guy's already dead. I think using your flash as Wukong is awful. Like, getting a solo pick just so you can take the top turret and, like, kill some wave, that doesn't matter at all. It really doesn't. Especially when, like, he already flashed, so it's like, the Jace has no flash. When we do an actual fight and I have flash as Wukong, it'll be really good. But he used it for one pick and the top turret. So I don't really care for that. Also, during this entire time frame, like, when this happens, like, the Wukong has no R, right? There should be a higher focus by HLE, if they can, to look for a pick. While this is like, while that happened, right?
They have not skipped a beat. 3,000 gold.
But like, Vise is clearing, they're not making any action, and so the Wukong having no ulti is helping them just like take priority over them, which should never happen, by the way. Like, it's annoying because it's like, yeah, the Vi like wants to clear some camps, but I do believe that she should prioritize finding like movement to make something happen. And if nothing happens, so be it. But like, at least you can get some vision from it, right? Because now, like, the Wukong just recovered, and there was no issue. Like, nothing bad happened from it. I also do think Wukong should go Black Cleaver, to be honest. I understand the healing's, like, really nice. Like, it is. Especially for Wukong, it is. But Black Cleaver would be pretty nice.
That were free, but it's not quite going to help your abilities, even with the ability to struggle stuff.
The cleanse isn't going to be enough, and the flash isn't going to be enough. You need your team to be there. You need your team, you need the setup, and you need to be the team that's getting the first kill.
Well, they're going to look for it here as Delight going to be able to use that blast cone, but he's down incredibly low and will get taken down. Possible overextension, though, as the Orbit Deception does a lot of work, as Faker dashing around the battlefield with his...
I mean, they used Salazar, they used Wukong R.
Pop Blossom is going to find only one, but that is a great target, as now Zeka looking for the jump. The bullet time doing no one.
Because this actually was still fightable for HLE.
Does a lot of work.
Well, no RER. Maybe not.
With his hijacked
maybe not. You probably just give it. You probably just focus on getting the mid wave. And if they try to pull Otacon, then you can contest it.
With his hijacked Spirit Rush.
I mean, he can react to this. He's still stuck. He goes in because he's trying to trust that they have enough damage, but the Kalista R actually comes through as well. So I don't think he expected getting a knockback. That kind of screwed him over. The MF ulti almost blasted them, but the MF is not doing enough damage. She's just not. And her build, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, her build is like... I don't know why she went BT. I don't think BT was really required. So since she went BT, and she just has a flat IE, yeah, she's not really blasting. Wukong flash comes back up. Silas flash doesn't matter nearly as much. Same with Nico. I mean, Nico can make some good plays, but like, it's not required because she has Kalista. The MF has no flash, but she will have flash for the fight. Same with Silas. I mean, everyone's flash will be up for the dragon, but they're just gonna wait on it. Really? I mean, the Gwen literally went over and just took the red. No fucks given. If you look at what HLE is doing, HLE they're taking the wave now. They're a little late. Everyone's a little late, and
Careful, not come over and clear this out. I think this fortune competition is also turning back. Oh, they're not here. Look in this. It's not that easy.
Yeah. Making us look back at that drop.
This is so awkward.
We're interested in that's potential. There's a lot of pressure on the fact that don't have any team. Careful, not come over and clear this out. I think this fortune competition is also turning back.
I think Delight's not supposed to. I think Delight's not supposed to slap all of his wards down. Personally, like if I'm looking at this situation, dude, your MF needs a base. She has no mana. Unless we're taking blue. If there's a blue to take, then it's not so bad. Is there? Are they doing it right now?
No,
they're not. So MF has the base no matter what. So the Rel has the base. But the Rel had to move a little bit further away, so it takes her a bit longer. Not the end of the world. This is the mid wave we need to play on. But we're looking to fish on top. But we should be strong arming mid on this wave because we have everyone here.
It's making us look back.
Yeah, I thought the Jin was the fortunate in this competition. We can go, oh, they're not here. Look in this. It's not easy.
Yeah. Making us look back.
So they don't have everyone set.
I gotta say though, when I look at how the early skirmishes play out, I don't know anything that could make a difference. I do think that another fan, I don't think that has been effective for a long time. I've seen even some of the best rule aim kind of drop it for that exact reason. As a carry, most value you're gonna get. And this scenario is just getting one build. The titles will be struggling, so that's really happening. I don't know if the Jin will help the first sections of those first really. Yeah, we're the victorious. 5% of that game, 0-2 because the team behind this insane engage competition here from T1 with Bailey's back.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of odd when you look at it. In the end of the day, because it's like they have all these people. HLE has mid, top, like they literally have 5 squad in their top jungle, and they're not getting the mid wave, they're not getting the top wave. And then Vi's like, well, I'm just gonna run into my bot side alone. We didn't see anyone top side, and he just dies. And it's like, are we just not looking at what's happening? I mean, there's nothing to do here. The game's over now. We could just let it play out. The game's over. Okay, so MVP. MVP. Carrier had some good ultis. I do think the way they split the fights was pretty good. Owner had one bad moment. Put himself in a power chop for another moment. Faker had an int. I guess in the end of the day, the person who was the most consistent and present in everything that was happening, and he had good Kalistars, was Guma. Actually. Worst player... I mean, unfortunately, it's Peanut. Sorry, man. Like, unfortunately, it's Peanut. He had some, like, I mean, those 2 ultis were just so bad for the game. They were so bad for the game. Don't get me wrong. They ended up finding that pick on Owner, which was great, but yeah, that was pretty rough. I hope the rest of the games are not like this, because it's kind of sad to lose this way.